Hey guys, it's me again, and I am ready to put together another kit. So if you are participating or consistently watching my Kit Love series, I do still have one kit prepared that I'm going to start playing with, and that is the Fancy Pants. I did just finish up using my Dear Lizzie kit that I put together, and so I'm just going to refill that bucket with a new kit so it's ready to go. And this one's going to be a little different. This one is going to be well, it doesn't have to just be for travel photos. It's going to be travel themed. And the reason is because I got the new Studio Calico Thataway paper pad and some of the embellishments that go with it. And it's kind of travel themed. I mean, you could definitely do stuff without it that's not travel themed. But we, this last summer, went to Wyoming and South Dakota. And so a lot of Western type of stuff, a lot of nature. We went to like Crazy Horse and all that kind of stuff. And so the theme of this with the arrows and there's feathers with the embellishments. There's not a lot of feathers in the actual papers. A lot of more arrows and different things. I thought that it would be a good chance to do some of our vacation photos and also other travel photos that I may have in my stash. And so really quickly, I'll just show you the paper pad here, and then I'm going to show you, I have a mix of old and new supplies for it. So we got browns. There's a good look at the color scheme. So you have the mint green and the aquas, the oranges, the like pale pink. There's a real pretty chevron wood green. Should be perfect for some of the Western photos. Some chevron, lots of arrows. Oops, here, sorry. There we go. Clouds. Sorry, lighting is really bad. It's just black with like cream-colored X's or cross or plus signs. It's kind of a United States map-themed one. Has a map in the background and an anchor. It's a chevron. It's kind of really pretty as yellow, but it has some other little like orange and browns in it. That reminds me of the Uncharted Waters. And a bunch of words about their travel themed and arrows, numbers, this one, more chevron, more words and orange instead, some stripes, kind of looks like a floor, arrows, brown, and then orange polka dots. Okay, so that is where I'm starting with the kit. I am adding quite a bit to it because I see a lot of these papers being good background papers, not a few, and so I wanted to add some more bulk in as far as colors, other colors to work with, and things like that. So what I did was I have a drawer that I keep all travel themed stuff in, and so what I did was I just told myself that because some of that stuff is really old, and I decided, you know what, I need to use up some of this travel themed stuff, and if I'm going to mostly be working on this particular vacation, this is a good time to to get it out of the drawer and get it at my fingertips to use it, and some of it's pretty old. And then I did grab a few other things from like my thing of stickers and washi tapes and stuff like that as well. So I'll just get started. So that's my paper pad. When I went through my drawer of travel themed products, I did find a couple others that I thought worked well with the color scheme. I had this old Making Memories die cut paper. That's that orange, the darker orange. This is from Little Yellow Bicycle. These are probably, I'm probably thinking these could be like 10 years old. These are old papers. This is one of their travel theme lines called Traveler. And it has this orange, which I thought went well, but you could also very easily use this because you have some green in there and this brown. The navy blue isn't in the Studio Calico line, but I'm going to pull that in with some other papers. This is a Studio Calico. This is from their Abroad collection, and it just has that kind of khaki-ish color, but it has a matte print behind the big polka dots there, and this side would work as well. So then I have this, again, this is, I think, Making Memories, and this is old. It's an overlay that says Destination in brown, so I thought that would be really good. And the grid lines are actually like a dark orange, so it just matches really well. And then this is from the Girls Papery. Again, this is another really old line. That company doesn't even exist anymore. So the grid lines again are that dark orange, and then it's that outline in the blue. So I thought that went really well. Then I also decided to go ahead and pull in some other paper pads that were travel themed that I had on hand. Some of them had some of the same colors, and then a couple of them, or both of them, actually brought in some other colors, like some reds and different colors. So I'll have a little bit more to work with, because not all of our, I'm not going to want all my pages to have the exact same, you know, orange, mint, yellow, brown. You know, I'm going to want to mix it up a little bit. So, and I did grab this 8x8 Travel Girl from October Afternoon, and this is the only thing I think I got from this line. I think I got one 12x12 sheet, which I used a couple kits ago. And so it's just another travel themed, it has a different feel to it. This one is closer, well, some of the pages are close to, as far as kind of the more, I don't know if I want to say vintage, but just the deep colors. So some of these work and some of these are brighter, and so I'm looking forward to kind of figuring that out, how to put those two together. And then this is Boarding Pass, also from October Afternoon, and I think this is a couple years old, and I thought it would work really well. You have your aquas, and then this brings in that navy blue. You like the yellow, which the yellow is in the Studio Calico pad, a map print, and really the color scheme, it brings in those darker pinks, the yellows. So I really think I'll be able to make them work well together. When you first looked at them, you probably, you know, wouldn't necessarily think so. This one especially, I think, just works really well. If you guys can see that at all, it just goes really well together. And of course, this brings in that navy blue that's not in the Studio Calico line, but I'll pull that in with embellishments. So I'm looking forward to making these all work together. So, okay, so that's the papers. Then from the Studio Calico lines, I'll start with those. I got these die cuts, and I think these go with this line. I'm going to use them anyway because there is a black in the paper pad, and it has some travel themed images and words. Let's see. And then I have these plastic shapes, these arrows. I've got two different ones. I got these guys. Oops, sorry for the glare. I kind of moved because it was really, that window was really bright. And then these arrows as well. And here's a better look at the colors of those. These flare. And the cactus isn't going to go so well. Neither will the mountains. But maybe I'll pull out some older photos from going to California. We drove through, I know, Death Valley, and then we've been to the mountains a lot. So maybe I'll pull in some other pictures too when I get started on this kit. These feathers, which I thought would be perfect for documenting our Crazy Horse visit. I mean, feathers can go for anything, but especially when you have, you know, the Indian themed pages, those will go really well. These stars, plastic shapes again, and lots of different colors. So I might use those, try to use these instead of enamel dots for a change, kind of use those as what I use to sprinkle. And then these are stitched envelopes, I believe, stitched pockets. So this will be really fun then to add in if I have any ephemera from the trip. This will be perfect. I'm doing it like my Disney album, so I'm not going to sit down and start at the beginning and go all the way through. I'll just go and I'll do a few pages from it, and then maybe use some divided page protectors, I don't force it, so I just work on it as I want to. If I want to leave it for a little while and go grab some other photos, then I'll do that. I don't like sit down and, because I used to do that. I used to say I'm going to do a full album on my trip to the East Coast, and then I sit there and I'm so bored with it. So I just let myself work on it as I want to. So, okay, my last Studio Calico thing, I think, is this sticker sheet. Just perfect because it has Go West and Drive, because we did Drive. Because a lot of travel theme stuff tends to be airplane, and we didn't fly at all on this particular trip. So this will be really good. And there's the back. Okay. So then for what I added in, I have these stamps. As you know, I like to try to get a stamp set in there. This is in my travel bin, and I might have another travel themed which I might pull. I need to do some looking, but this one I'm for sure going to try to use. I like it. It has some road signs, because like I said, we did a lot of driving, and it says road trip, so I thought that would work really well. And it's an older set. I can't even tell you who it's from. Oh, Travel Phrases from Scrappy Cat. I have no idea where I got it, so I've had it for a while. So I'm going to use that. And then I did pull a chevron, because there's a lot of chevron in that paper pad, and then I grabbed this just because of the arrows, and this all kind of, and the stars all went really well. And I thought that looks kind of Western, and so that I thought would work great. Okay, and then I pulled these old, this is SEI and Route, and I have the whole paper line, but the papers I didn't really like that well, or it didn't seem to go. But when I looked at the pictures of the chipboard shapes, there was the darker oranges and the yellows and the browns that I thought I could pull and use. This is, oh man, I can't even venture to guess how old this is, but it's pretty old. And then you'll recognize this. I had this a couple kits ago, and I'm going to try to use up some more of it. This actually is vacation themed. It says vacation there, time together, and then it has that mint green and the yellow and a map print there. So I thought that that would go really well. This is an old pink paisley. Do you guys if you remember these? It's called it's from their Enchanting line. Again, it's a few years old, but I wanted to try to use it up. Sorry for the glare. I'm trying to, but it has kind of the oranges and the browns. The pinks aren't quite right, but I think I can, get away with it. And then it has some border strips, which it has this wood grain and the orange and green, which I think will go well. Some smaller letter stickers in brown, which will be good. And I think that's it. So, there's that. And this, I think, is an old, I'm pretty sure, where'd that come from? I don't know if it's, it's either Cosmo Cricket or crepe paper. I'm not for sure, but it's just an old sticker sheet, and it's got the mint green and some red, because I did pull in some of that red with the October Afternoon paper pads, blacks, browns, so I thought those would be good. They felt kind of westernish to me. This one has an airplane, so I probably won't be able to use that, but there we go. And then a couple more Studio Calico sticker sheets that just had the same colors, the oranges, the mint greens, the aquas, the yellows, the browns. So there's a couple of those. And that one's travel themed too. It's from Documentary, that's Studio Calico, and that one's from Homefront. So this one has some nice travel stickers, theme stickers. I didn't actually notice that when I pulled it. And then I pulled, these were from, oh, dropping stuff here. Oh, is it Pebbles? Might be Pebbles. It's a recent fall line. It's Acorn Avenue. I think it's Pebbles. And I had the flat sticker sheet and the chipboard sheet. And the main reason is because I have some of these oranges in here. But it has a guitar, which is actually ready to fall out. I'm dropping everything here. It has a guitar here. And then there's also a chipboard one. And we did go to like, what they call it, where you go in and you eat your food like you're in a stagecoach, and there's a music, like a concert going on, and they're playing guitars, they're cowboys, and so I thought this would be perfect. But a lot of the colors in here are going to go really well. Like that is almost identical to that number page in the Studio Calico. I'd pull it back out, but I have it covered right now. But that's almost the identical look. A camera you can always use, and then there's some more feathers and things. So I thought I would try to use up some of that, of those sheets. And then this is new to me. I know it's not new, but I haven't even broken into it yet. So this is Tim Holtz's Ideology Chit Chat. There's 1,088 stickers. So just all kinds, oh goodness, I'm so sorry about this glare. So all kinds of words. And there's white, and then there's craft. So there's that. Got these feathers. I hardly ever use rub-ons anymore, so I got into my rub-on drawer and I said you need to pick some out and use them, and feathers worked perfect. And they're black, so that worked out really well. I have some silver and gold ones too, but I thought the black ones would go best. These are new to me as well. These are Maya Rhodes Craft Library cards with envelopes, and so I thought I would try to use those. Oh, these are new. Studio Calico. I don't know if it goes with this line, but there's 4x3 cards, and you have the feather. You know what? This actually is perfect, because isn't that the Red Cross symbol? Is that right? Because we had to stop in at an ER on our way because we thought our youngest broke her foot. Luckily she didn't, but that'll I think be great to tell, kind of, you know, that might go well with that. But then you have the what's it called, the where it tells you where you're at, your location, and then the feather, and then this says hello. So I thought that would go well. And then this is from October Afternoon, the boarding pass. Again, October Afternoon's older travel line, and just had a bunch of bits and pieces in it. I hadn't opened it yet, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to use it, and that would be great for layering. The Girls Papery on Holiday die cuts. It's travel themed. So that would be fun to use up some of those. This is an old Making Memories. I think it's called Boarding, or their old travel line. I figured I could use up some of these stickers, maybe get rid of this sheet. Another old Making Memories. This is actually from one of their like more beachy lines, but I thought I could use, there was a lot of oranges and blacks and browns, and I thought I could use some of those words. I'm going to have plenty of word sticker options. I don't know why it doesn't feel like it's, I can't tell if that's focusing for you guys or not. My tablet updated and everything's a little bit different now, so I don't know if I need to change settings or what. These are old Little Yellow Bicycle boarding strips, or borders. They're cardstock stickers, but it has a lot of those same colors. And then Studio Calico documentary journaling cards. Has 4 cards in there. Thought those would work. I don't know, the motorcycles, I think I'll probably use the back of those, or the scooters. The other ones should work. So then I have Heidi Swap's memory file. I thought maybe if I got a chance, I'd play with these. If I had some pages that I wanted to add photos on, but didn't want to put them all directly on the page. And then more of the boarding pass, the stickers. I pulled a lot for this line again, or for this kit. The chip and stick. Then the Girls Papery, the sticker pad. It has different sizes of letters, a bunch of stickers, more letters. Let's see. And I don't know, I don't think these are going to match really well. The brighter ones aren't, but I thought I should be able to pick out a little bit of it to work. Another old Making Memories. This is Clear Creations Travel. It's just a booklet of overlays. These are really old, but they're just overlays that are travel themed. And I've used quite a bit of them, but it'd be nice to use up some more. So they have like little tags you can punch out and journaling cards and stuff. I just had just a few of these left from an, I think, old Imagine Making Memories line. And our daughters said this over and over and over. Are we there yet? So I thought if I made a page about that, that would work for that. And then more Making Memories Travel. These are clips. And this little yellow bicycle, plastic shapes, destination. I don't have pictures on them, but they're just, basically they're see-through. I saw a car in there, which I thought would be good. And then like, yeah, there's a lot I think in there that will work. And then I had these old SCI perforated tickets, which had the oranges and the browns, the tans, dark yellows. And then, oh my goodness, I've had these for forever. More Making Memories. These are clear die cut stickers. And so these are all travel themed. And so I wanted to make myself use those because I've had those for forever. And then I have two of these because I made a big album out of this paper line. And so I just have bits and pieces of it left over. These are the same. And when I saw it, at first I'm like, oh, they're, you know, the burgundies and stuff didn't work. But there's some stickers along here that I thought would be perfect. Like here you have a scenic drive. It's in the orange. And that would be perfect for our trip because we were in Yellowstone. So there's a lot of stickers. And I think these even are going to work. So then I pulled some washies. That I thought, like for some of the more brighter pages, I pulled this one, which has like the red and that dark orange, yellowish orange and the aqua. And then I pulled these guys, and they're very vintage themed. Like this big one has suitcases on it. Because like I said, we were in some kind of old westerner areas. I thought those would be good. But then I also have this, which is from Making Memories, and it's not washi. It's like decorative tape, so you have to pull the stripping off the back. And it's all, except this one I probably won't because it's more like Caribbean themed, but this map one in the middle, you can see it, and then this one says destination. I thought would work. And then this was in there. This was just some leftover ribbon from, I think, the Making Memories. And just that tan is in that paper line. So I thought that would be pretty. And then I found a bunch of these clips from the different lines that I've already showed you. Like this is an old Making Memories. This is Destination from, Color Block. So they're just brads. And then these from the Girls Papery. And then, let's see, some individual pieces that were laying in the drawer. Oops. Okay, the see-through, I think this is probably from that book. It says Adventure. Try to use that up. These tickets. These are like that darker pink itinerary tag. The see-through green and brown camera. Journaling. I think I pulled this from one of the journaling books. And then I think these are from My Little Yellow Bicycle. From one of their like pads. It has that orange, and then this has the brown. And then this tag was in there. It just had a map print on it. And then I had this. I'm not for sure if this was in a kit, but it's kind of a variety of map. That glares. I'll try to move so it wasn't so bad, but like map-themed flowers and some tags, and there's some other little metal pieces in there. So I thought I would try to use that up as well. And then I grabbed myself a variety of mists that match the colors, oranges, yellows, that dark pink. So I won't go through all those in detail. And I think that's it. Oh, there's a few more little pieces here. One more little, this is just laying in there by itself. It just says fun. And then I had these, oops, the tag fell off. Fix that. Little pins that had these flags that say explore, which is perfect. And there is an orange as well. Old metal says road trip. They can get that used. Another on the road. And then I have these three. These are new. I think these are Prima. Chipboard wood veneer. So I think that's it. So most of it's travel themed, but I think I'll be able to get away with making some that aren't necessarily travel themed. So I'm not completely limited, so it'll be fun to see kind of what direction I go in. I'm sure I'll start off with the traveling pictures from our vacation this last summer, and I'm going to get it put in the bucket, and then I'll probably either start playing with either this kit or the fancy pants. Just depends on kind of what I'm in the mood for. But that is all I got for today, and we'll be back soon. Thank you, and bye-bye.